sick, dude.
Yeah, I'm already there. Right. Okay, we're live.
All right. Hello and welcome to the grand finale of the MTCX Zwift series. Coming from Missoula, Montana, presented by Zill Estate, zillestate.com for all your real estate needs here in town and across the region, and Big Sky Brewery, keeping us hydrated for last 20 years plus, and riding in this, which I love. Huge shout out to Big Sky Brewery, soda water and whatnot. As always, we're going to come to you live, sponsored by zillestate.com. This is our fifth race, our finale race, so overall winners will be crowned at the end. We'll do a special podium ceremony video on Friday to announce the Best Team Award, which is voted on. The poll was sent out via email. It's also on Facebook. If you rode in the series, you can fill that poll out. You can't vote for your own team or yourself, but you can vote for someone else. So check that out as well. I'm going to hop on Discord, but before I do, I want to bring in my partner for the evening, the Zill Estate Yeti.
John, what's up? It's good to be here. Feel a little warm. I need to pluck my eyebrows. And we're ready to do some racing here. Should we talk about what's going on with the
Check.
racers here?
Yeah, let's do it, baby. Welcome to our folks on Discord. This is Sean here. I'm with the Yeti, the Zill Estate Yeti. He is dressed up in a Yeti costume if you can't see him.
Yeah, you know I am.
Yes, welcome to race number 5. This is the finale. Like Jed said, we got a lot of different options here for what can happen tonight in the overall standings. So Jed, in the A's, Tino Sonora has a 3-point advantage over Jake Yarmarter. So what does that mean, Jed?
That means that Mr. Yarmarter might have some teamwork. We're going to look for that in the race tonight. It also means that Tino needs to make sure that he is putting some distance and some people between him and Mr. Yarmarter. It's going to be very interesting to see. I think I've been hearing on the racer social media that there might be some alliances forming. And we'll see how it all plays out, because the Volcano is not necessarily a flat course.
No, that's a good point about the Volcano climb. I know most of you guys have been able to preview it. Volcano climb has kind of a stair-step KOM that is really difficult. It's not super steep, but it is the longest climb we have in the series, and it will decide who hangs in these groups for the overall victory and the stage victory here tonight. In our B category, Kinsey Ramin for MT Alpha continues to lead overall. Ryan Sudbury for MTCX is in second. He's 1 point down. The other people, Jeff Brown from the Flathead is in third, and Keevan Paulington, R1K / City Center Motel in fourth. Still with a shot on the overall. He's got to put some people between him and the leaders, but still a shot. Ramin leads the Bs. In the Cs, it's been a high school affair. Keller Mitchell and Sean Murphy tied at 8 points apiece. Murphy RSVP'd no to the race tonight, so I don't think he's going to be here. So it looks like Mitchell might have sewed that up, Jed.
It could be, you never know, but maybe it's a little gamesmanship. Maybe he'll show up, but I doubt it.
But as we learned, Jed, literally when you RSVP no, you cannot come. The technology will not allow it.
The Yeti concurs on that.
Yes, Jed, you know better than anyone. In the Ds, it's been Danny and Mila and McMacken and Colin Hickey. We'll keep an eye on the D category tonight and see what shakes out. We have about 40 starters out of 60 right now. Special guests for the evening. That means new riders. Chris Haskell. Huge shout out to Chris Haskell for joining up. That'll be fun to have him on board. Alex Gallegos is also RSVP'd for tonight. It'll be fun to have Alex. And I think I saw Ben Grass's name on there. That'd be fun to have Ben in the group as well, Jen.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'll have to apologize that it looks like for some reason I have 25K remaining on the screen here, so just ignore that tonight. Not quite sure what's going on there, but yeah, we're going to have a lot of people
Yeah, Volcano will be hot and spicy.
Yeah, for sure.
We got a pretty flat run in, probably our flattest run in to that climb. But yeah, it should be good. A lot of people are talking about this climb for their money being the hardest climb of the series. I said that was last week, maybe that's just a personal thing, but this climb is no joke. It'll be hard, fast descent to the finish, and then a little bit of flat. So you don't descend all the way to the finish, but...
Right, there's a spot, there's two kind of little punchy climbs, it looks like. It's 20K, and right before the finish, probably about 21K in, 22K in.
Yep.
Also, the Volcano looks like it's two ramps, so you have one ramp, you flat ramp for just a little bit, and then you have that really steep or long ramp.
Yep.
And this is a symmetrical descent, so once you climb up, you're going to pretty much come down the same way.
Yeah, yeah, it does. The climb does have two ramps in it. Like I said, it's not super steep, but it just, at that point in the race, it's like one of those things where these races have been going, if you're barely hanging on by the base, it's going to get rid of you, right? You know, like, that's how I am. Like, usually I'm barely hanging on, and then I'm relying on the pace to slow down a little bit to be able to stay in whatever group you're in. Shout out to our people on Discord. Big Poppy, Clara Frost, Pam Still, Skeven, Tino, Will Harper. Thanks guys for being here. We'll have a good ride tonight. Stay positive.
Should be pretty good. Sean, it looks like we got about 7 minutes to go here.
About 7 minutes until we start. We are going to do 2 minutes neutral. We're going to do the same thing we did last week, which is stay behind me if you can. If you find yourself off the back or at a slow start, there's no wattage limit, so just go and get with the group. The important thing is to be with the majority of the riders with 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, that's what we want you to do, and make sure everybody has a good time out there. It will be interesting, again, as we mentioned, to see the team tactics that will be at play there. Just remember...
Hey, Alex.
Might be a Volcano, but the Yeti will be watching you. So,
Are you riding in a world right now, Alex?
We're about 6
Okay, you want to click on Watopia and hit ride, and then wait for the blue button to pop up.
And we got some instructions.
That's okay. Wait for the blue button. It'll pop up pretty quick, and then hit join. I gotta roll. All right. Sorry, folks. Just a little tech issue. Trying to get Alex into the ride here. Jed, what do you got for a clock? I'm not in the meetup yet.
So we're at a little under 6 minutes to go.
I love it. I love it. Under 6 minutes to go.
And then it's going to be a 2-minute neutral roll route.
Yeah, 2-minute neutral roll. We have been doing the random prize packs every week, Jed. I've been delivering those. We've been doing some socks, some beer sometimes. We've been doing, some fun stuff like that, water bottles and things to keep people pumped up. Appreciate your support too, Zilla. You've been great. Thanks for announcing these. We are going to have another series. It'll start on December 9th. Bunch of fun details. We'll make it super fun, super interesting. I'll release all that stuff over Thanksgiving break.
You know, Sean, I think as part of that contest, maybe for the December race, we should have an avatar contest. Like everybody has to submit an avatar. And maybe we'll do the weekly. Who's got the avatar? Also, I think we might have to do.
All right, Jed, I'm coming. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm coming over. Oh, we got a good lineup. This is what I like to see, baby. Who am I next to? I'm next to Butterfield, last season's champion. Hillary Wood has made it tonight. So excited to have Hillary back, Jed.
Look out for Hillary Wood.
Baller.
I think this, actually, the Volcano might suit her just with that climb.
Yep. Yep.
I see Petrelli's in the mix. We'll see if the very legendary and intense rivalry continues with the Hebelwhite and Petrelli 1-2.
All right. Just trying to get some folks in with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Wow, who is that in front of me? That's great. I think that's Pam Still. Your avatar got those camo emblems. Those are sweet.
Yeah, we also need to do sleds sometime. Sled of the week.
So.
Oh shoot, did I just see Danny Spoon lined up?
I think D Spoon, we got to make sure that his avatar point goes the right direction. I do think that was a matter of some sort of update or something. 3:45 to go. We'll get Danny back on track here. Just trying to get everybody into the world. I see Keller Mitchell's here. That is him is still in the nice get there, but Keller Mitchell's in the ride. BG is in the ride too, Jed. That's Ben Grass down the street from us here. Good to have Ben on board. Strong rider to add to the field. Remember last week, Jed, Andrew Frank joined up and made everybody hurt pretty bad for a long period of time.
I think we gave him aggressive rider last week.
We did. He is our most aggressive rider. I think he's back in tonight, so he should have those red socks on. I didn't send the email out, but maybe Andrew, if you can hear me, switches those red socks. Gold socks for the leader, red socks for the most aggressive. 3 minutes until the start. We will be doing a 2-minute neutral. 2-minute neutral.
Yeah, so we're just outside the Volcano. Give a shout out to Sean there.
Oh yeah, Tino, of course, man. It's a pleasure. I love it, you guys. And that's why I'm doing the other series too, because, I mean, I was just telling Jed this off camera. It's like, I understand. I'm in the same boat as everybody else. We keep getting things canceled or postponed, and the longer that stuff happens, which I respect, Jed, we need stuff. We need these things. You know what I mean? I need this. So,
maybe we'll...
my pleasure.
We'll see if we can do a race through GTA 5.
Yeah, and I think the next series, Jed, I'm just going to get like a bunch of really fun, crazy courses where different bikes are faster for different situations and things like that.
Yeah, switch it up.
Yeah, so it'll be super fun.
So a question for that, Sean, can you actually customize a course to some degree?
You can't, but I will say that there's enough courses that you can select. There's probably 100 offhand. That's a lot. Think about that. And they all have different variations and things.
Right.
So that's why it was pretty easy to put the cyclocross themed one together.
Right.
Because there's, as we dip under 1:40, there's some pretty good cyclocross ones. Jed, I wanted to give a plug to the survey I sent out. We don't have a ton of responses yet, but the survey is how we're going to determine who the best team is. Right now, Team ZTDR is leading those standings. We'll have until midnight to vote on that. And we also, on that survey, Jed, is the most aggressive rider for the whole season. Guess who's winning that?
Yeah.
Sean Murphy.
Yeah, I think he's well ahead there on that one. And we're about 1 minute to go, 1 minute to the start. So 1 minute right now. Then we'll do a 2-minute neutral rollout. And that'll probably take us, it'll be to like a little descent maybe.
Yeah, we'll do a 2-minute. I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to text it, Jed. 2-minute neutral.
We're counting down here, Sean. We're about counting down to 30 seconds now.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Yeah, about 30 seconds. We just got some good feedback from Keevan saying it's a little bit muted. I'm going to try to do some things. See if we can't make that a bit better for Keevan.
Oh, is that on your Discord?
Yeah, just on the Discord.
Okay.
Just try to get that
Kids
going.
these days, they come up with the crazy names for the apps and things. Okay, now we're at 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Have fun, everybody. As we roll out, nice big group. Ended up with right around 40 riders. Joel Brown made it today, Jed, for the R1K group. It's fantastic to have Joel here.
R1K, definitely always good to see them out there on the course.
Yeah, we got a good group here. Remember, we're going 2 minutes neutral, if you can.
And Danny Spoon is out in front. There you go.
We do have a little bit of a separation to this front group here.
Yeah.
It's a downhill though, so I'm coming up, guys. Here I come. Coming up. Try to keep it a little bit slower if you're in the front group there. Thanks, guys. 42 seconds gone by, Jed. This is going to be a fun course. It's going to be a great race. I can tell already.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I think we're watching Tina Sonora right now as we roll through town. This course definitely has a few punchy parts and then a little bit of a descent and then up to the Volcano.
Yeah.
So,
And to give people an idea of wattage right now, Jed, I'm hovering between like 1 and 125, just in this neutral warm-up.
We're watching you right now. It looks like you got 100 watts right there. You're at about 107 BPM.
Yep.
I don't have your O2 level, but I think you're healthy right now. You should be okay.
Yeah, 125 gone by, Jed. We're getting close.
All right, look at this. We're about 30 seconds away from some
30
race.
seconds out. 30 seconds out.
So, Sean, I'm going to put it over here in about 10 seconds. So you can do the 15-second countdown.
Yeah, that sounds good, Jed.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and get on that, and then I'll take it over from there. Oh, Andrew Frank is in the house.
Yeah, good to see everybody. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Official start. Good job, everybody.
Looks like some people are already checking out there.
Nice.
Some weird wattages. Oh my goodness, people are really trying to get on that. Really,
Yeah.
There's a front group kind of assembling there. Going around the corner, it looks like you got Mitchell, Bradley, got some drafting going on.
Yeah, I'm going to use my power up here, Jed, because it is a hot start.
All right.
Don't want to get too gassed.
No. And we're going up. Danny Spoon's up in that front group as well. Always good to see him. I think I saw Claire Frost again out there. Always good to see MT Alpha mixing it up.
Ooh, this is fast, Jed.
Yeah, it looks pretty hot, man. I've seen a lot of 3+, 4+ watts per kilo here.
So the deal with Yarmarter tonight is that Jake needs to basically put 3 people between him and Tino, Jed.
Yeah, he's, I'm going to try to bring him up here. He just keeps on getting out of range as we're looking at Nelson coming through here. Looks like we're going to go into some water real quick.
Yeah, so we go down here, Jed. Eventually we have to climb out of this. And it's not a categorized climb.
Right.
But I'm telling you, everybody stands. Everybody stands.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it is. We're on Andrew Frank right now. Looks like he is off the front a little bit here. I'm gonna switch over to Steve Force if I can find my mouse.
Keller Mitchell, our C leader, is in this group too. Petrilli's in here.
Look out now.
Petrilli's in the front group.
Nice.
Claire Frost has made it too.
Everybody's kind of got Weston over in here. We're looking at him right now. Let's go over to Petrelli. Looking at him. Look at this group, man. People are just not holding back. I thought they'd keep their powder a little bit dry, but right from the 2-minute neutral rollout, people are just rolling.
Yeah, Marchetti's in here from Flathead. Hebblewhite's in here. Stink Force, favorite for the win tonight, I'd say.
Snake Force for the win. That'll be interesting to see. Got here's Norris right here. We got a camera on him. In the dark, rolling underneath the ocean. It looks like we're coming out now.
I'm telling you, Jed, we'll go flat for about another K, but we have to go on this rise before the bridge.
You think we're going to see some separation here?
100%. I've never been in a Zwift race without separation there.
So we're going to see a little bit of separation as we go through.
If you hear me on Discord, move up. I'm telling you, you will thank me later.
Yeah, we've got our eyes on Yarmarter right now. Going through here, going by a really big sequoia through the tunnel. Looks like we're still on the flat right now, Sean, but I do anticipate a climb coming up. My guess would be it'd be around this bend,
Yeah,
possibly, or a little bit further.
and you have to start standing, Jed, before the climb. So you're right to anticipate it.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting where you have to anticipate.
So you see it right there, Jed? Can you see it?
We're at flat right now. I don't see it. Oh, there we are. We're at 2%.
This is it.
3%, and here we go. Here goes the separation. See some people dancing on the pedals all the way. Looks like some people are kind of going towards the back. We're looking at Bernharder right now. Looks like he's working his way up.
We got an attack.
Can't quite quite tell who's that up on the front. Is that Dave Johnson up there?
Stink Force, I think.
See if we can get up and see who is up there. Trying to get up.
Stink is off the front.
Look out now. Stink Force, you called it earlier. That's
Dirt section.
So it looks like we're looking at Sonora. And is that Stink Force with him? I believe so. So 1-2, it looks like that's going to be possibly a little bit of that gamesmanship and strategy that we talked about, which is more to try to maybe work with Stink Force tonight and put Stink Force between him and Yarmar just to assume the win there.
We'll see. Two strong riders though, Jed.
Yeah, if they can work together through there as we come through, we're on the flat.
Yeah, Jake doesn't like it, Jed. He's the one chasing.
So it looks like, is that Andrew Frank off the front now? I believe so. So we're looking at Yarmarter, Stink Force, Frank. Looks like there's about 6 in this group. Maybe
Ben
8.
Grass is there too.
Looks like Lynch is in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's like 11, and there is 4 more that are trying to catch up right there.
Sean Roberts from the Seas made it.
Butterfield's in here.
Now this is another little rise, Jed.
So it looks like we got 1% coming around this corner and 1% climb. We go up to Sonora here, up on the front.
Decato's fought back.
Yeah, it looks like we're all grouped together now. That whole bunch that kind of made the initial selection on the first climb is there.
So Jed, we go over the bridge, and then to your right, you can see that climb in the distance.
Yeah, see the volcano smoking. Like some people's legs are going to be smoking later tonight after this ride.
Big move off the front again. It looked like Garrett Lynch.
Yeah, I think that is Lynch off the front.
Lynch is a late entry. He's a friend of, who is it? Can't remember. Here's the climb. There's a little kicker.
1% right here. Steve Nelson in there with Stink Force. Look at him. Now we'll go over to Butterfield, who's in this group as well. All working their way up. As this group kind of stays together for 1%, unless we might see a little bit of separation here.
Savinsky made the group. Seth Savinsky,
Yeah.
riding for Cycling House.
Yeah. Looks like Danny Spoon is still in here.
Yeah.
Still working. We go over with the Yarmarter. Everybody knew Yarmarter. It looks like he's off in front. Sonora's kind of stopped in there.
Aggressive early, Jed.
Yeah, super aggressive. I can't believe how many, like, the group is still pretty big, but people are moving. I mean, I'm seeing 4+ watts per kilo right now. We're watching Yarmarter. He's at about 280 watts. As we work our way up, and we're still at 1%, I think we'll have a little bit of descent after this climb.
One more switchback of climbing.
Yeah. So you can see those riders off in the distance, and then I think we have a little bit of a flat and a descent.
I think Joel Brown is the first rider off the bat. In terms of just, he's leading the second group, I should say.
Yeah, we're looking at Joel right now. He has made contact with the lead group. Oh, is that D? Sorry. There's Joel Brown. He's just working his way up, trying to get that contact up there.
Last pitch before the downhill.
Now we're up to Ketopolitan. Butterfield's in here. As that group works its way up, people are really starting to get separated from the front group as that climb is really starting to take its toll.
Attack on the downhill now.
So we're watching Sonora right here. He's having a little bit of difficulty, it looks like. Philip Arena in the first group here. Racing for MT Alpha.
So Jed Rowe, how to leave Watopia? We go over the water now. See, we take this left.
Yep, see the left-hand turn, and there's the volcano in
Yep.
the distance.
Now it gets hot. I mean, it's already been hot, but
Now it looks like we're going through some gravel right here, through the road.
now on the gravel, a mountain bike would be better, but
Well, I think
no time to switch.
Yeah, I mean, how quickly can you switch back?
It takes about 10 seconds, Jed.
Yeah, so I don't know if that would really help anybody.
You'd be off the ground, you'd be gone. But worth noting,
I am noticing quite a few more Tron bikes tonight.
yeah, I was sad I didn't have mine tonight. I wish I would have switched, Jed.
So is that that's something we will have to watch as we go through here?
Yeah, Yarmarter second overall, Tron bike. Paulington, fourth overall in the Bs, Tron bike.
There you go. The Tron bikes have it.
I think Stink Force has Tron bike too.
Okay, so we're working our way through here. It looks like we are going to get up into this final a little bit. We're going to go into the C's and the B's and see how everything is shaping out. If I can get over there. I'm going to look over where Joel Brown is. I don't know if he made this group. Oh, that's Sonora. John Martin's up here. We're going to go to Marchetti's, working with Joel Brown. There's three. Trying to bridge that gap up. I think they have you guys in their sights working their way up.
Barchetti's a really strong rider.
Yeah, so maybe they'll all work together and get back up there. I got D from MTCX working his way up as well.
That's Dan Ducato, baby.
Got Marchetti, Mitchell, and I think Joel Brown, all three working together. Now we'll go back up to this first group. We're on to the same, but now it looks like a climb in a short little climb before we get into the true climb itself. We are 6 miles in, man. That was a quick 6 miles. Oh my goodness.
This is where we get to the lava, Jed.
Yeah, so we're going to get into the lava. We're at 3% right now. Still a pretty big group, but people are working.
Haven't talked about Butterfield.
Yeah, I think Butterfield's going to be sneaky tonight.
Third overall, Jed.
Yeah, I think, if you can get some people to work with him, he could be an outside chance to win the A overall.
I agree.
I think that's where we're going to have to look. I mean, the question is, Yarmarter, Sonora, Butterfield, can they cobble together alliances to their advantage to take the overall? This is where a little bit of the strategery comes in as we move our way through the lava field right now. We're watching Steve Force right now. He's at 490 watts coming through, working his way up. It looks like he is on an attack, if I am not mistaken. Or is that you, Sean?
I'm moving up to Stink Force.
All right. It looks like you are bridging the gap right there. We'll watch this bridge up right now. Sean working hard as well through the lava field. One of the advantages of Zwift, though, is you do not feel the heat of the lava field. So we've got a little bit of a 5% descent here. Now we're back on the flat through the tunnel. Steam Force off the front. It looks like Frank is coming up there. I don't know who he's pulling, but it looks like he's and Paulington's in there. Solinsky, Butterfield, Yarmarter, all back together. Steam Force, I believe, is still off the front. So we'll see if this attack holds.
He's back now.
Okay, everybody is all back together.
Didn't have the legs to come across, Jed.
Well, powder dry.
A little too hot, too early for me.
Yeah, well, it could have been the lava field. So as we work our way up, we're on the flat section now. I think this is probably our last little flat before we start to climb in earnest.
We got a bit more.
So we're about 7 miles in. We're roughly 16 minutes in. So we're about, almost halfway. This is, again, a really, really fast race. People coming off the 2-minute neutral really quickly. I don't know if I anticipated that, but that's really interesting to see. We're going to go back and see Mitchell, Joel Brown, Marchetti. Wow, there is a big group forming now of about
Do you see Ramin anywhere?
She was in this group.
Good. Oh, she's by me. I see her now, Jed.
Yeah.
There's your B leader. That's Kinsey.
We'll see if we can get the camera crew out there on course.
Do you see Sudbury in this lead group? Sorry to interrupt.
I do not see Sudbury at this point in time. I wish I had a little bit better rolling feedback out here, but we'll take what we can get.
I'll look, Jed.
So I got Frank is in this group right now.
I don't see Sudbury.
Yeah, he might be back there with Gara. There's another group that's kind of working their way through. Joel Brown's still holding with this group, very impressive.
And Joel will work with that group for sure. He's really strong and really savvy, Jed. He knows.
So this big group, we're going over the subterranean lava. We're still on a little bit of a dirt road descent here, which is kind of interesting.
We'll have a corkscrew descent, I believe.
So we'll go through here, see how it all goes. Butterfield, Leclerc, all the usual suspects are in this group.
You know, Cameron Johnson's in here too.
Yeah, I see him right there. We're going to take a look at Cameron right now. We're watching him with ZTDR.
Yep. Jeff Brown, too, from the Flathead.
Yeah,
He's
like,
third in the B's, Jed.
it looks like Stink Force did get the KOM for the Volcano.
Now we're on it proper, Jed. KOM just started.
We're ramping up to 3%. All I see is stuff working its way up. And it looks like Stink Force is again off the front.
You're going to have to take it from here.
Or is that Yarmarter? Who's that working next to him? Yarmarter is off the front, and I think that might be Ramin working with him now. She's off. We go back to Steam Force, Sonora. Just a little bit of a gap. It looks like everybody's working together. We're watching Sonora right now, who is, the wattages are all over the place. It's because the volcano's interfering with our Steam Force. We're watching right now that everybody's working. It looks like there is a little bit of separation. Looks like we got Bradley, Yarmarter, Nelson starting to work together. Let's see where Butterfield is in this. Butterfield is in the mix coming up here. Yarmarter is still off the front.
He's only got a second.
We're looking at C. Nelson here coming up. See where Peter Leclerc is in this group, it looks like as well. Steam Force, Butterfield. All working their way up. You see Radley in there. Kind of interesting. It looks like Andrew Frank's kind of lingering a little bit with this group as well.
Nelson's on here.
So I see BG.
Yarmarter's trying to make the pace hotter than last week, Jed.
Yeah, now we're watching C. Johnson is coming a little bit off the back, trying to make some contact with that front group. Now we're going to go back up to Tina Sonora. We're at a little bit of a descent here. As we start climbing again, now we're back up at 4%, 5% grade. About 8.6 miles in of this roughly 15-mile race. Exactly 20 minutes so far. Looks like we've gained about 335 feet of elevation. Group is smoking. We're showing at 20 miles per hour. And still working really, really hard. Pretty amazing as they work their way up. We got Steam Force, we got Leclerc, we got Yarmarter. Now there's a little bit of a descent as we go through the broken arch and coming around the corner. Volcano is in the foreground as people work their way up. Slight rise as we go now back up to 6%, putting people in the red. Really seeing some people work right now. Seeing some 4+, 5+, 6+ watts per kilo. Pretty amazing. As we come through here, we are going through the lava field, working through the darkness as people go in. Looks like we've had Butterfield might be a little bit off the front here. Looks like Yarmarter has worked up to him, so it's got Butterfield and Yarmarter working together. And a little bit of a chase group trying to form. it is now back together, coming through the tunnel. We're still at 3% here. Peter LeClaire in this group, EG, Steam Force, Andrew Frank, all working to get up this climb. We're at 3% grade, 9.2 miles in, 390 feet so far of climbing as we climb to the top, working our way up. People are really putting the hammer down, trying to stay together. It looks like we have a selection of about 8 riders in this front group. We'll go to Yarmarter in here, all working together. We're at 417 feet of climbing. 22 minutes have gone by so far, about 9.5 miles, 15 miles to go. So we're over halfway of this race, but this is where the separation and the selection is going to take place. It's right here. Yarmarter really putting a hurt on people. Looks like Butterfield's out in front as well. And it's really holding strong. It looks like there are 3 people rattling in there. Butterfield still pushing the pace.
Here goes Jake.
All right, we'll see if we can get a Yarmarter here. Looks like he is back in front. So it looks like Butterfield and Yarmarter might have something working together here. What would be interesting, though, is that if Yarmarter went across first, then Butterfield, would that push Sonora all the way to third? Not quite sure how that would all work out. I would say that maybe Sonora would still keep the second place. So Butterfield is taking his turn on the front. Looks like Andrew Frank is actually making his way up as well. So now we got Frank, Radley, Yarmarter. Looks like LeClaire is kind of gapped up there, so now we're all back together. We're at 3% grade, 515 feet roughly of climbing and gone in. We're about 10 miles of racing has taken place so far, and about 24 minutes of racing here. People are really starting to get strung out here. Take a look at Andrew Frank, Butterfield on the front. Radley is right there with him. We're taking a look at Yarmarter. Coming around that hot and nasty curve right there, 1% of the climb. Smoke coming out. Rounding the corner. 10 miles in. We are 10 miles and roughly 5 miles from the finish. We are 2/3 of this race have been completed. So we should start working our way into a descent, I would say, shortly. But we'll see how that all works out. I would say a couple more miles and we're going to see the descent. We're at roughly 565 feet of climbing. People are really working hard. We're looking at Sean Radley right now, 300 watts. We're looking at roughly 5 watts per kilo. Putting some power out here. And it's really ramping up to 10%. This is where the separation is really going to come through. I got a little bit of a lag here. Sorry for that. People are working really hard. Looks like Butterfield has come across with, it looks like it's got LeClaire. LeClaire gets the Volcano KOM, followed closely by LeClaire, 2/10 back. Bradley, then ZTER, Sonora, Mendez, Steam Force, and Frank, 1 through 8 in that lead group. So LeClaire working with Butterfield. Will this be the alliance that works? You still see LeClaire, Radley coming through. Now the descent. We're flat out right now, and it looks like we will start seeing some descending here pretty shortly. A little bit, and then it's going to be a quick descent. Here we go. Here's the descent. Passing some people coming up the other way. We're going to look at Bradley here. People, that group of 8 is still coming through. You see Nelson, Lynch, Danny Spoon actually in the top 10 for climbing. Good work, Danny. Looking at people right now, like we're seeing 37, close to 40 miles per hour in the descent. The miles are really clicking away. We're passing some people that are still coming up
Ignacio Jed has made it back.
Yeah.
I think Cass is there too.
We're gonna look at Hebblewhite real quick, working his way out to the broken archway right there. We come back down to Radley, looking at him. Hillary Wood coming up as well.
How's Hillary doing?
Let's see if we can bring her up. See Haskell, Rob, and Ryan here, working his way up. He's actually in the Hillary Wood group.
Oh, nice.
So there's another ride in there that I didn't quite get. We're coming back. We're 11 with this lead group, 11 and a half miles in, so that we're 3 miles to the finish here.
Hey, Jed, this group is 7. LeClaire, Sonora, Stinkforce, Jake, Butterfield, myself, and Ignacio. That's the group of the leaders.
Yeah, that is the group that we are following right now. I think this is where the selection will be made.
I am literally trying to coast as much as possible, Zilla.
Yeah, people are still working pretty hard here.
LeClaire was the one who hit over the top, and it was 700 plus watts over the top of that.
That's crazy. Now
Yeah.
we're going to go across the lava bridge here.
So it seems like, Zilla, the second group will house our B overall winner, won't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that will be the B overall winner. As you said, we're watching this front group right now, Peter LeClaire. Looks like he's working with Yarmarter. I mean, the question is where's Butterfield? Where's Sonora? They're all right there.
Yeah, we're right here. I think, Jed, we've got MTCX has 2 with me and Tino. I think we're the only with 2, so I'm going to work for Tino.
All right, here we go. LeClaire putting in quite a bit of effort there. It looks like Stinkforce might be working with it as well. Oh, Yarmarter is right there as well. LeClaire is off the front. Let's go back and see where Joel Brown is. Working his way on the descent now with C. Nelson. Some other folks coming down there. We're back to Radley. Dropping in here. We are 12 and a half miles, roughly 2.5 miles from the finish line. Really making a crazy descent here. 35 miles an hour. Sean's trying to keep his speeds per minute down, see if he can do something strong on the descent. We do have a little bit of a pop-up, I believe, at about 20K, which is right around here. As people make their descent in, we're going to look at Yarmarter now. That selection is still working. Nunez towards the back here. It looks like we now have a group of about 8. Look at Bradley as we make the descent, and we are flattening out now. We'll see what happens. Now we have that little bit of a pop-up, which just happened, and now people are back on the descent. 13 miles to go. 13 miles in, 1.9 miles. Now we're looking at Yarmarter. We're strung out here as we're getting close to the 13-mile mark. All right, here we go. 640 miles, 640 feet attained so far with 30 minutes in. Incredibly quick race. As we're at about 28 miles per hour, a little pop-up right here as people are trying to stay together for this last couple of miles coming into the finish. Looking at Butterfield right now, you can also see that yellow arrow over Radley. Let's take a look and see what the mean is. She's coming down the hill right now with the group.
2.6 to go, okay.
Look at Joel Brown here a little bit. Go up to Nelson. They're working. Lynch. Working on that group. Come around the corner now. We'll go up to the lead group. Sonora, Radley, Stinkforce, all in this group. We are roughly 1.5 miles from the finish. 31 minutes in. People are working hard. We're on a flat right now. I think we have one descent and one more pickup to go. Yep, we got one little pickup to go, and it looks like it's a descent into a flat finish. So as we look at this new group coming through here, I think people are still trying to figure out if they can get some separation and pull someone along with them. I know that's what Yarmarter's thinking about, Sonora's thinking about, Butterfield. How will this all work out? Steam Force still being sneaky off the front there, pushing the pace. We'll see if someone who needs to work with Steam Force, there goes Butterfield, and he is getting marked by Yarmarter. And Yarmarter looks like he's getting marked by Sonora, so everybody's trying to figure stuff out right now. We're about 1 mile to go, We'll see how it all plays out. Steam Force still off the front. 32 minutes in, 656 feet of climbing. We're running at about 24 miles an hour. Going through the water, I think we can see a little bit of a descent into the finish. Coming around the corner and then probably in there. We are less than a mile away to the finish. Looks like Bradley is taking a flyer, and LeClaire is working with him. Oh, there goes Steam Force. Now people are getting really, really nervous in here. We'll see Steam Force is on a flyer going across. He's got a little bit of a gap. Will anybody work up there? Sonora's working his way up. Butterfield is marking him. And there is Steam Force still out here, working his way through. Looks like Mendez is trying to work his way up. Steam Force is just on a flyer. Mendez is working his way up, seeing if he can close that gap. Looks like Yarmarter is on the wheel. Maybe this is the move that Yarmarter wants. Yarmarter is front now. Got the lead out. Now he's trying to catch Steam Force. If he can get Steam Force and hold on, he could potentially get the overall. We'll see where Sonora is in all of this. Sonora is in that back group. Is he yielding to Yarmarter? We will see. Up, and we are through. It looks like there is Yarmarter. There is Sonora. Where is Steam Force? Steam Force is right there on the back. Looks like he got caught. Yarmarter is out front. Going through. I do not see who won this today.
Unofficial. Yarmarter. Jake got it, Jed.
Nice.
Sonora second. LeClaire third. Ignacio
Now
four.
I'm trying to find some other people that are in the race
Let's do it, baby.
and work our way through.
I'm with you, Jed. Good race by Jake.
All right, I am seeing some Canadians race through, see if I can work my way. Bradley.
All right, let's look at the map here.
Trying to see if we can get anybody else here. This is the one thing that challenges me, is trying to find the racers in here.
Here we go. Here comes Andrew Frank.
All right.
Big groups today. Here comes Nelson, Jed.
Nice. I'm just trying to find you again.
Savinsky.
Looks like I have lost everybody. My apologies for that.
Can you grab my name, Jed, on Companion app or on your computer?
Let me see if I can get it on Companion app.
On Companion app, maybe go to Messages or Zwifters in the game menu.
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Okay. Good job, Kinsey Ramin.
All right. I'm trying to look for you. How do I look for you?
Search. Let's see here.
Here, I'm going to look for
Nice, Kevin. Good ride.
Okay, got a fan view. Oh, I do not see Danny Spinner. Give me someone else.
We've got some fun people still On course here. Let's see.
See if we can find Petrelli.
Yeah, Jed, I'm having trouble finding people too. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, just not.
Yeah, I'm trying to find, oh, I'm watching Hebblewhite right now.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Okay.
Will Harper's about to finish, Jed. Shout out Will Harper.
Yeah, nice. I got Hebblewhite is riding solo right now. He's about 14 miles in. Let's see if we can pick up Amrine here. Amrine's running through the tunnel. He's with Hillary Wood as they're coming around the corner. A little bit behind there.
Oh, that's great. Hill's there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, Hillary.
Let's take a look at our, as they're working their way in, we'll take a look at Alex Gallego. Still doing a little climbing here.
Rob is on a Zoom call. Jed, he just texted me. Ryan's doing a Zoom call while he's racing. That's awesome.
Shout out to the Zoom call, but that might get the new multitasking award. Zoom call, Discord. Now we're looking at Elsa Westenfelder working her way in, almost finished. Looking at Hebblewhite, he's going to finish as well.
Yeah.
Looking at
Mark.
Claire Frost past me as I'm sitting still there. Looking at Bierman going through, about 14 miles left.
Oh yeah,
Let's work
Lacey.
our way up. We'll see Hebblewhite in here. I do not see Petrelli, so I'm wondering if Petrelli finished ahead of Hebblewhite.
Yeah, I don't see him on here either. I'll look for him.
Yeah.
Hugera's rolling backwards to me.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm seeing, we're looking at Amrine and Wood come through here.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, Amrine's looking very clean shaven with his helmet on tonight. Very good.
Kyle Johnson is finished.
All right,
Ducato's
we're
finished.
looking at Westenfelder, Carl Westenfelder working his way up.
Yeah.
And then we're now at Claire Frost. We're watching her come through as well.
Nice job, Claire. Good
And,
ride.
Pia Still.
Yeah, Pam.
Pam working her way up. She is almost towards the finish. She's about 13.7 miles in.
Good, Pam. That's
Go
great.
back to Amrine as looks like he's done or he's coasting or I don't know quite what he's doing there.
I'm going to give Claire.
Claire Frost, as she works through, it looks like she is going to actually catch Amrine. Maybe Amrine's having to explain something on a Zoom call, and he's trying to really not be laboring in his breath.
Well, Robbie texted me and said, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight, but it was probably because of the meeting. I think he figured it out.
Nice. And there's Bierman coming in. All right, and we will take a look at Alex Gallego working his way through here.
Do you have Alex? So he did end up
I
getting
am
it.
watching Alex Gallego through here. He's got about 14 miles left.
Good. 14 miles left, huh?
I'm sorry, 14 miles in.
He's gone 14 miles. Okay.
That would be kind of hard, wouldn't it?
That's sweet.
So Sean's got that rad new MTCX jacket on.
We got to get warm.
Yeah, I gotta get warm.
You know, it was hot today, Jed.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, big shout out to Carl Westenfelder
Yeah,
and Chris
we're watching
Haskell.
Carl coming through right now. I just passed Sean.
Give a look at Chris Haskell, too. This was his first race on here. He did a really nice job tonight. Chris is super fast.
Yeah, and well, I lost everybody again. Let's see if we can find.
I got good for Rob Marchetti, too, to ride tonight from the flathead. That's awesome.
Yeah, let's see if we can follow Alex. Whoops. I do not see him, so I think what we'll do is we'll switch off here and we'll go up to the overall and just see how that all, I don't know if we'll be able to play that out.
I'm gonna look at the map, Jed, and see if I can't find some more friends here coming in.
Whoops, gotta get the mask on.
Yeti. Yeti spaghetti.
Yeti's on.
Yeti's on.
All right, so here we are.
That was a hard KOM, Judd, but it was a little bit more up and down, you know? There was some actual drafting in there. The top part of that KOM was much steeper than I remember, though. Like, when it got to 8 to 10%.
That race again was incredibly quick.
I know, Peter did a good job. He was the one who actually attacked over the top. Okay, here we got a finisher. I think it is Pam Still coming in really strong. It is Pam. Good job, Pam Still. And then here comes Big Al, Alex Gallego coming in too, Jed.
Nice. Good job, Alex. Welcome to the Zwift world.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think, you know, if we were going to do most aggressive, I think that move by Leclerc.
Yeah, I agree.
Over the top, I mean, that really put a lot of people in difficulty.
I agree. That was that was the hardest move of the night, I would say, when Peter came over the top on the final pitch.
Yeah, totally agree. I think
Jake was really aggressive though too. Jake was pushing the tempo later in the race, and he was super strong. We have him. I had him as the unofficial winner.
okay, so
We'll see.
unofficial.
It was
Is
Jake.
that with the overall, or is that?
No, just to tonight. I think Tino was unofficially second, so that would keep him in the overall
Wow,
standings.
close to the bitter end.
I know. I'm excited about the bees though. I couldn't quite figure out. The person I was missing in the bees was Sudbury. I saw Kinsey, and then I saw Jeff Brown. I saw Keevan, but I did not see Sudbury.
All right, we'll see how it all shakes out. And then we'll have the award ceremony later on.
Yeah, we'll do the overall awards. We'll do the team awards. Remember, you can still vote on the survey I sent in the email for the best team. You can't vote for your own team, but for the best team, most aggressive rider of the whole series, who you want to vote for. There's some other fun questions. I actually have, Jed, I have like a little bit of a formula. I asked 3 or 4 questions. So you can't just say, what's your favorite team? It's like, who is the kindest team? Who is your rival team? Because you always need a good rival.
So, seeing that I am married to a wonderful math teacher, would you say it's an algorithm?
I would say that. I would say that.
You know what they call that is some people shorten it, they call it an algo. So, we'll have to see how it turns out. I do think, is anybody in a lock as far as for any of the categories?
Well, I did not see Murphy start. So I think that, and I saw Mitchell. So I think that Mitchell, that puts him automatically as the C overall, Jed.
Okay.
So I think, I'm almost positive. So Mitchell, I didn't see Sudbury, and Jeff Brown would have had to beat Kinsey Ramin. So I think that Ramin is going to be our unofficial B overall. And then I think our A overall is Tino. I think Tino walked it up.
Okay.
So I think that's who it is overall.
What about the Guerra de Familia between the spoons? The War of the Family.
Well, I don't think Mila started tonight, Jed.
Oh.
Yep, so I think Danny takes the D's. And yeah, you were talking about most aggressive. I agree with you. I think it's Leclerc and the A's. In the B's, I think that, gosh, in the D's was definitely Dan Ducato. The D, Dan was really aggressive. In the C's, I'd have to say it was Sean Jones from the Flathead Jet. He was up there in that front group. In the B's, I'm unsure. I don't know if you have a B for most aggressive.
Wow.
Keevan's always pretty aggressive up there, but you know, it could be Kinsey or it could be Jeff Brown potentially in the B's.
I'd almost say Kinsey because she was in that group for so long.
Yeah, she was, and she fought to stay in there. I agree. So we'll go with Kinsey.
She was really fighting the whole way.
Yep. So I will film a little awards ceremony on Friday, and then I'll post those on Facebook as well. Jed, I'm going to sign out here and let you wrap it up. Big thanks to you, buddy. Thanks to Big Sky Brewery for all their support.
The Yeti remembered that we have random numbers.
Random numbers. Let's do it, baby. Hold on here, Jed. We'll get our random numbers, and then we'll get out of here, get people. Yeah, I guess you're already home, right?
Yeah. It's my night to cook, so I gotta drop by somewhere and pick up some food.
Yeah, right. That's like me too. I think we got some pizza in there, though.
Nice.
All right, let's see. Okay. All right, Jed, I am ready.
Okay, what am I picking here?
1 through 48.
Ooh, 1 through 48. Let's go 45.
45 is Danny Spoon, your favorite rider. Congratulations, Danny. We'll get you a pair of socks and I think a water bottle for Danny.
Cool.
Go ahead, Jed.
22.
22, good number. That is Corey Kaufman. Corey missed this race, but we'll make sure he gets his prize pack. He's over in Tucson. He actually texted me before the race, said good luck to everybody. Corey, Swift superstar, so we'll get Corey something as well. Thanks for participating. I will announce the best team, the most aggressive. We'll get prizes out to everybody. The next series will be December 9th. It will be a Globetrotter Traveler Series, meaning we're going to do the most exotic courses we can find. And we're going to split up the groups a little bit just to have some more fun and allow for some group riding and things like that. So thanks for everything. I really appreciate it. Jed, wrap us up.
Thanks to everyone again. We'll do more of this. Watch out for the Yeti. You never know, he's going to pop his head out. Love to do some more events here at MTCX. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of it. Again, thank you to Big Sky Brewing for keeping the fun alive there, liquid fun, and making water fun. And we'll see everybody soon. Have a great week next week, and make sure to get on that Zwift after you.
Yeah, and I would say, Jed, eat a lot next week, right?
Yeah.
We're not racing, just eat. We'll be back tomorrow night for the true finale for the workout. Join in on that. We'll do the same course. Those have been really fun on the Discord, so shout out to Coach M. We'll be there tomorrow night, 6 p.m. I invited everybody from this race on Zwift Companion, so you can join up and do that if you like. All right, Jed.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you next week or in the future.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. Sometime.